because in the Euro qualifiers
93.
last night, Darren Webster not only made it through, but in the deciding game against
26.
Paul Nicholson, he won 6-0 using only 75 darts to win those 6 legs. He had an average of more than 120. It was top-level elite stuff from the Demolition Man.
99.
I'm not suggesting that he's going to reproduce that kind of display in this game or the final, but if he gets anywhere near
98.
it, then surely that would be too much for whomever he faces. Whether it be, well, it obviously is Kyle Anderson in this semi-final.
60.
But it'll be either Justin Pipe or Daryl Gurney in the final for whoever comes through this one. Webster will not take out the 170, but he is very well positioned
105.
to take this opening leg and hold his throw. Kyle Anderson hasn't really got going yet.
98.
25 for tops.
Game shot.
And there it is, a 14-dart leg for Darren Webster to hold his throw and go 1-0 up here. Darren Webster does have 1 PDC title to his name. He's the
180.
Oost Nederland as Kyle Anderson. Maybe he's getting going now, firing in his first 180. Yeah, Darren
100.
Webster won that title back in 2005. I mean, it's a very low-ranking event nowadays. It's still a PDC
39.
title, though, and it's something that Kyle Anderson is yet to claim. You just see Justin Pipe in the back of the shot there, heading over to the other streaming board. Mike Lawrence will be commentating on that one as he takes on Daryl Gurney for a place in today's final. Last time we were here in Barnsley on the Saturday, Daryl Gurney went on and won it. He beat Kim Ibrex in the final with 107 average. Can he repeat the trick here today?
56.
Just the 56 from Kyle Anderson. There's an opportunity for Webster.
97.
Well, he's down to a finish. Saw Kyle Anderson at the weekend in Leverkusen on the European Tour. He went out in round 1 to Peter Jakes.
59.
But he averaged 100. He played superbly, Kyle Anderson. But Peter Jakes was remorseless as Webster can't find the treble 18 that would have given him a dart at bullseye. It's a similar finish
96.
for Kyle Anderson. Treble 20, treble 19 bull. Not going to happen for him.
57.
8 for tops. Tops he wants.
48.
Just a little bit short. The dart, that is.
20 scored, yeah.
Treble 18. Needed the treble for double 18. And
42.
well, Kyle Anderson just struggling. You see the last 4 visits.
Game shot.
And he is made to pay by Darren Webster, who makes it 2-0 with a break of throw, hitting double 10. That's a 16-dart leg to go with his 14-darter. It's a level 100 average right now for Darren Webster to start this match.
140. 81.
It was the back end of last year that Darren Webster was playing some superb stuff. Made a semi-final in Ireland just before the Grand Prix.
100.
And that was the prelude to his run at the Players' Championship finals. He hit a 9-darter earlier on this year in Wigan at the UK Open qualifiers and made a quarter-final there as well. He made 1 quarter-final since then. That was in Milton Keynes. Lots of runs to last 32s and last 16s here and there, but never making it to the very latter stages of tournaments, or very
91.
rarely doing so. Today, he has a chance of making the final. And he's left himself 170. Kyle Anderson needs to fill this up, and he may just do it.
140.
It had to be a 180 to get down to a finish.
91. 60.
76 remain. Well, Just 16 will leave tops, but look at this.
39.
125 for Kyle Anderson, and it would be a break of throw. Bull, 25 bull. What a shot this is when it happens. Well, treble 20 for tops now.
25, yeah.
It's on.
105.
Oh, my word. Missing exactly the same point that Darren Webster missed the double top earlier on.
Game
But
shot.
he doesn't miss it this time. It's 3-0 to Darren Webster, the Demolition Man on the charge. The last time these two met was the back end of last year in the European Darts Trophy.
100.
And Kyle Anderson absolutely battered Darren Webster. He won it 6-0. Darren Webster is looking to return the favour.
140.
3-0 up. And Darren Webster is a man who has whitewashed Phil Taylor on a big TV stage. Did it at the Grand Slam, of course. It pains to point out
131.
that he's done it before to Phil Taylor as well. Phil Taylor was very much Darren Webster's idol in darts. It was meeting Phil Taylor in a hotel in Blackpool a number of years ago, the World Match Play. Actually convinced Darren Webster to get involved and play PDC darts. He was practicing with him all week. Taylor went and won the thing. As Anderson leaves himself 130.
$121.
Great second and third dart from Darren Webster. Gets him to a finish, but Anderson's going to get a dart for this leg. And it's at the bullseye. He looks at his opponent's score. He has to go for it.
105.
And maybe if he'd just been aware that Webster was going to finish, it wouldn't have knocked him out of his rhythm. He'd have more chance of hitting it. The 140's not going to go. A nod of the head from Darren Webster.
40.
Double 8 to get on the board. Huge dart.
Game shot.
Fantastic effort. Double 8 is there. Kyle Anderson does get on the board. With Darren Webster sat on 100 there, it was vital that it went. Darren Webster only has the 1 win against Kyle Anderson. Beat him 6-3 in the Pro Tour in Coventry last year.
140.
6-0 battering in the European Tour. The other 2 times they met was way back in 2014 in Wigan, both won by Kyle Anderson. He has had the better of their previous meetings. He is not
100.
having the better of this one right now. There is still time for it to change. And Anderson may be clicking into
140.
gear. Back-to-back ton 40s.
$140.
What a leg of darts from the original.
140.
A trio of 140s to leave 81. Potential 11 darter coming in because the 161 will not go for Darren Webster. Anderson looking
65.
to break the Webster throw. Bullseye he needs.
56.
Don't get much closer, but not close enough. Darren Webster, a 96 checkout. Double 18.
Game shot.
Superb stuff from Darren Webster. Punishes the missed bullseye from Kyle Anderson. He leads 4-1 and he is 2 legs away from a place in the final.
134. $140. 100. 58.
It is almost 4 years since Darren Webster made a PDC final. Wasn't even
60.
a big ranking tournament.
$133.
133 gets him down to a finish on the Anderson throw. And if Darren Webster could take out the 170, then surely that's game over. 5-1.
57.
Just the 57 from Kyle Anderson means that Webster may get 2 visits here. He probably will. He's going to need them.
105.
65, the checkout he took out in the very first leg. Anderson. Oh, he needed to find another treble 20.
118.
He doesn't manage it. So Darren Webster does not want to see this go in the bullseye. Don't want to see it go in the 14 either. But double top will do.
Game shot.
And there it is. Clinical. 5-1. Darren Webster. Surely the man from Norwich is heading to the final to face either Daryl Gurney or Justin Pipe.
60. 83. 39. 57.
4 years ago, Darren Webster made the final of the Gleneagle Irish Masters. He beat Joe Cullen in that tournament. He won 5,000
85.
euros. It wasn't a ranked event. Doesn't count as a PDC title. 12 years ago, he made the final of the Open Oost Nederland.
100.
And went on and won it. That just about classifies as a PDC title.
133.
He beat Co Stompy in that final, by the way, the legendary matchstick man from Holland.
100.
They are the sole experiences Darren Webster has had of PDC finals, but he may be about to have another one because he's going to leave himself on a finish here,
140.
and it's only 44 that he needs. The Motown shot for Darren Webster, 4 tops. The 161 won't go for Kyle Anderson. It looks like semi-final disappointment for the original. Australia's number 2. Oh, and he's just
36.
missed 2 match darts. And Darren Webster misses the double 10, slipping into the double 6 just above it. Kyle Anderson to stay alive in this one. Double 18 he wants and double 18 he gets. This is not quite over. It is a break of throw as well. Kyle Anderson
57.
has to win the last 4 legs. But can he do that? Is Darren Webster going to suffer some nerves? Was it nerves that
96.
made the difference in the semi-final of the Players' Championship finals when he led 6-0 against MVG? Was it
140.
white line fever, a sense that a first major final was there for the taking and he may never get a better chance? Or was it just Michael van Gerwen turned on the afterburners and very few people can live with Michael van Gerwen when he does that?
180.
Because Kyle Anderson may be playing with a bit more now. That's a second 180 for the original.
140.
Ton 40 leaves 170 for Webster. He is forcing Anderson to go treble 18 bull here. Bullseye.
99.
And once again, Anderson misses the bullseye by a very small margin. Webster, you could hear him. A grunt of frustration from
40.
Webster. He fancied it, wanted to win it with the biggest checkout of the lot. Double 8 again for Kyle Anderson.
Game shot.
And there it is. He takes out 25 on double 8 for the second time in this match. That is 2 legs on the spin for Kyle Anderson. He needs to make it 5 legs on the spin. And
60.
2 of those will be breaks of throw if he does manage to do it. It would be an incredible comeback from the Australian.
140.
But already he's got the upper hand in this leg on the Webster throw.
100. 91. 100.
Pretty much stolen the darts here, Kyle Anderson. but he cannot afford even one poor visit. He could see the game
140.
slip away from him. He is already scrambling to get back into this one. He has left a finish of 130. He's had a couple of goes at the bullseye and failed to hit it. But that's a magnificent setup shot from Darren Webster. The 171 to leave 70. Needs the treble 20, Kyle Anderson. Does not get it, and Webster should get another match start. He has
80.
missed 2 already. 20 for tops. Double top.
50.
Oh, and he pulls it low. He didn't give it a chance. It's a 3rd match dart missed by the Norfolk man. Double 16 for Anderson. Double 8. Oh,
34.
now surely this is the moment for Darren Webster to book his place in the final of a PDC ranking event for just the 2nd time in his career. Maybe not. My word, Darren Webster. That may have helped. Less tungsten in the way.
Game shot.
And he finds his way through. And Kyle Anderson looking directly down the camera. I think he knows what we were all thinking. The gap is just 1 leg. Kyle Anderson has the throw. Just 1 hold here, and we are going all the way. The man from down under looked
81.
dead and buried at 5-1 down. But he has found something and ridden his luck. 6 match darts have been missed by Darren Webster. Darren Webster says the difference in his game
137.
previously to the last few months when he's enjoyed notable success is that when it comes to the doubles, he used to be too excited, he used to be too nervous, but now he's cool as a cucumber. He has not been quite cool enough so far in this one.
60.
And he looks anything but cool right now. Earlier on today, Darren Webster was playing
100.
Jeffrey de Graaf. That was in the last 16. It was over on the other side of the hall. I managed to watch a bit from a distance, and he was storming around the place, snatching his darts out the board. He looked furious.
60.
Managed to come through that game 6-4. Similar demeanour right now. Maybe a little bit of anger, a little bit of fire in the belly could
100.
inspire a couple of big visits, because a couple of big visits here might be enough to turn this leg in his favour. But this doesn't look like one of them.
100.
Oof, important last dart gets him to a finish, but Kyle Anderson's on a 2-darter.
Yep.
Gets the treble, double 12. We
Game
are
shot.
going all the way. Kyle Anderson has come back from 5-1 down to force a decider. It is a deciding leg in which Darren Webster has the throw, but can he make it count after losing 4 consecutive legs? And even if he does get to a double,
100.
can he take it out after missing 6 match darts? Kyle Anderson with his tail up and in the treble 20. Again.
180.
And again, it's a 180 for the original. His 3rd of this match. But here comes Webster.
137.
With a 137. My word, pick a winner.
140.
I think you're just guessing if you do pick one.
$60.
Just the 60, not enough for Darren Webster. Kyle Anderson is going to leave himself a finish, but what kind of a finish?
96.
It's not a bad one. It's a 2-darter. But it could be a 1-darter for Darren Webster.
140.
Well, no, it's 64. 85 plays 64 in a deciding leg. Kyle Anderson for a 12-darter. To seal the deal. Oh, once again, Kyle Anderson
51.
misses the bullseye. It's his first match dart. Will he get any more? Double top for Darren Webster.
Game shot.
And there it is! It took him 8 attempts, but the Demolition man finally pins the winning double. He had to survive a match dart from Kyle Anderson, but Webster is through to the final here at Players' Championship 15. The little man from Norwich in just his 2nd PDC ranking final. Can he go on and claim the title?